Here, nurtured the century-old friendship between China and the U.S. Here, witnessed President Xi Jinping's support for China-U.S. people-to-people friendly exchange. Here is a place foreign residents affectionately call home. Here is Kuliang. Kuliang is located in the eastern suburbs of Fuzhou, Fujian Province. In the early 20th century, it was the favorite summer retreat for foreigners in Fuzhou. Many American expatriates in China spent wonderful times in Kuliang and established deep friendships with local residents that have spanned centuries. This summer, the Bond with Kuliang 2023 China-U.S. People-to-People Friendship Forum was held in Fuzhou. President Xi Jinping sent a congratulatory letter to the forum. In the letter, she mentioned many touching stories of Kuliang, like Dr. Edward Lightston Bliss, who left the last words, "I love the Chinese people," and Lieutenant Donald McInnes of the Flying Tigers, who scattered some of his ashes in the Min River, and so on. This deeply moved 72-year-old American Ellen McInnes. Ellen is the daughter-in-law of Donald McInnes. Her other identity is the senior advisor and chief researcher of the Kuliang Tourism and Culture Research Association. In recent years, she and her team have been dedicated to unearthing and organizing materials and artifacts related to the stories of Kuliang, allowing this land, which has witnessed friendly exchanges between the people of China and the U.S., to once again enter people's sight.
So I haven't been here in 3.5 years. And I'm so happy to be able to come back and to see things. And I already have a plan to make it even better. So I think the biggest change is just in the museum, which is actually my home. This is my home on my permanent residence card. I'm very pleased at the interest in the Kuliang stories. I'm so happy that we got to share with President Xi about what we're doing, because we have ideas, lots of ideas, to make people understand what is a profound friendship between countries. I have a book I'd already started called Kuliang 50 Things, which would be like a little guidebook to Kuliang, 50 different places and stories. And I also would like to write a book of longer stories, stories of friendship. Some books are easier to write than others. Some books write themselves. One of my favorite stories is one of Priscilla Brewster's stories when she was young, maybe 10, so 1946 maybe. They were here on the mountain and there was a typhoon coming. They were outside running around playing, but the Kuliang neighbors all came out and said, go home, there's a typhoon coming. It's dangerous, go home. So everybody looked after everybody else. This is the Kuliang spirit.
Under the inspiration of the spirit of Kuliang, Ellen and her husband began traveling between the east and west coasts of the United States at their own expense in 2016. They found many more Americans who had lived in Kuliang as children and are still alive today, and established the Friends of Kuliang organization. They collected and organized over 1,000 pieces of text, images, and artifacts related to Kuliang, and helped many members of Friends of Kuliang trace their roots in Kuliang.
Getting people interested wasn't so easy. They just thought, mountain town. So they had some foreigners, whatever. But the people-to-people friendship is one of the most valuable things we have. So that's what I'm looking for, even if it's just a very small thing. It's hard to say what effect you have on other people, but if you keep going and you keep doing it, you do. Like the old man moving the mountain. All he had to do was slowly move away the mountain, and then the mountain is moved. 毛主席的老三篇嘛。So now I'm a foolish old woman moving a mountain.
People devoted to the stories of Kuliang, like Ellen, are not alone in their passion. Lin Yinan from the East China University of Technology is one of Ellen's most capable teammates in this endeavor.
We have me in America doing the American research. Professor Lin is here in China doing the Chinese research with his wonderful students.
那跟古岭结缘呢，其实应该说是缘起于对参山的研究，因为参山是在戎的近代外国人的主要聚居地，古岭的资料就相对比像参山这样的地方要少，然后呢，它的资料比较碎片，不成系统，所以一直没有办法开始做这个研究，一直到2016年，当时遇到 Allen 老师，他开始去做古岭的研究，从耶鲁大学找到古岭的地图跟对应的名单。这个拉开了我们研究古岭的序幕。
After obtaining this valuable list, Lin Yinan's team immediately began on-site surveys of old house locations on the map, and through manual searches and archive comparisons, gradually linked the old houses to the foreign families that once lived there. The entire process took nearly 2 years.
那到我们寻找到的人，还有寻找到的资料多了以后，我们发现这里面会有很多原来我们不知道的人际关系啊，比如说，在外国人的小孩在古岭上成长的过程中，他们的玩伴往往是中国人。这个在我们探索的故事里面有很多啊，就是他们就一块玩，然后外国人因此会说福州话啊，然后中国人的手里因此保存了外国人原来玩过的玩具啊，这种情况都很普遍。然后这里面的孩子很多是在福州出生，在这里成长。然后可能到学前教育或者到小学的阶段才回到他们的祖国去，所以这个比较特殊。那在那些回忆录里面，包括文章里面都可以看到他们对这个地方的感情。我们觉得里面有很多东西很亲切，比如说他们用英语去拼福州话，我们可以知道当时的福州人是怎么跟他们交流的。当然这些东西可能需要让更多人能够看到。那相比他们那个时代，今天还是比以前的传播手段要多了很多。我们现在有互联网各种多媒体的手段，然后有短视频，然后包括我们去试图用网站数据库的方式去做记录，这个远比原来用纸啊或者是传统的研究手段的那个记录要高级得多。假如是传统的这个记录手段的话，这一代研究的人走了，下一代就不一定有人接得上来了。但是计算机它的好处是，如果你有数据库，下一代人他在这个数据库的基础上还可以挖掘，他还有更多故事可以讲。
As more and more people deepen their understanding of the stories of Kuliang, an increasing number of young people are joining the ranks to continue writing the love story with Kuliang. Guo Qing, a local young man born in the 1980s, is the perfect example. In 2018, he joined the research team, driven by his love for his hometown of Kuliang.
那郭庆呢？他的优点是他是本地人，古岭的山山水水、房子、老百姓他最熟悉。他就在古岭山上上班，他可以在我们没办法去跑的时候，他漫山遍野的去跑。
刚开始的研究是从一张地图开始，就是从这个地图上面就很明确标注的每一个房子的编号，它们的相对位置，然后地图上也会标一些很明确的一些建筑，那比较简单的，比如像网球场啊，它已经明确标注了。这些就是参照物，那我们可以根据这个参照物往这个东南西北啊，我们去延伸去找这个东西。都是带着我们的村民去的，我会跟他讲，原来这个房子主人是谁，他有什么样的故事，他可能跟你们家族的谁可能会有一定的关系，我就让他们产生关联，让他们产生兴趣。那我们也要跟他们去灌输100年前，或者说当时的那种环境上就是这个样子。外国人跟我们中国人都坐在一起吃饭，还一起出去玩啊，然后包括其他的村民，其实见到老外他们也不陌生。那也愿意去跟他聊天，像我讲的，我们会说 hello， 他会说你好，然后有一些真的是古岭的老人家，他会说你好，我觉得这个就很亲切。
Perhaps it is this century-spanning affability that draws the former foreign residents of Kuliang and their descendants to return time and again to trace their roots. In Wuqing's eyes, they are sons and daughters of Kuliang.
我一直是把艾伦老师或者穆延龄老师当作古岭人，他也一直把他自己称作古岭人，所以他来到这个地方，我就讲回家，真的是叫回家。那家里面该是什么样就什么样，就来了就很自然啊。我们该坐这边喝茶，我们坐这边喝茶；我们该坐在一起吃饭，我们就坐在一起吃饭，对吧？我们该去外面一起去散步，去散步，就是回家，就当一起家人一样。
Amity between the people holds the key to sound relations between countries, and the people are the cornerstone of the growth of state-to-state relations. The stories of Kuliang's friendships that span centuries not only verify that the people of China and the U.S. can overcome differences in systems, cultures, and languages to establish deep friendships, but also infuse fresh vitality into the future development of China-U.S. relations, nourishing the evergreen and everlasting tree of friendship between the Chinese and American people.